traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
This movie is one of those rare subversive stories that forces viewers to question their world and their surroundings. Because despite the fact that the movie is about ghoulish aliens, it communicates truths to the viewers that are only alluded to in mainstream movies. In fact, looking deeper into the storyline, one might realize that there's probably more science than fiction in this story. Are the aliens in the movie an imaginative way to portray the world's elite, those who secretly run the world, those that we call the Illuminati?
Junus, who has the first question?
Right here.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, Dana?
Good.
Welcome back to Canada.
Thank you.
First question for you, actually. Why did you choose this venue and maybe not a bigger venue where fans would come out? Because George is obviously very popular in Canada.
Yeah, no, this was, this opportunity popped up for us. These guys love GSP, so we had the opportunity to do this. Why would we not? This is incredible, you know. Last time I was here, obviously that was ridiculous too. One of the most incredible press events I've ever been a part of, you know, with Mayweather and McGregor. And then, you know, this is just different cool.
For sure, but why not a bigger venue though? Just because I think a lot of fans would have loved to come. I know it was only limited fans.
Yeah, because this was cool.
Because you people don't care about George anymore, by the sounds of it. That's why we had to come here and let you know that the lizard is coming out of retirement. We had to tell you this. Come on, you guys don't care anymore. George, say something. These are your people. Come on, address your public.
The lizard will put him out. The lizard will retire him.
Finally,
we're going to be talking about aliens in the UFC. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the theory that there are alien, reptilian, shape-shifting beings from another dimension or from outer space that have infiltrated the UFC and are now fighting, posing as fighters. I know it's ridiculous. For the longest time, I didn't want to believe it myself. But I'm asking you people to open your minds and listen to the evidence that's about to be presented to you. I'm also going to have some video. And you're going to be blown away by how many fighters are actually aware of the possible alien reptilian threat. Now, the people on the internet that believe this theory that there are aliens fighting in MMA, they actually call it the MM alien theory. The MM alien theory, all right? Now, one night, I was cruising through some of the David Icke Reptoid message boards on the internet, and I ended up spending 18 hours studying all the research, and the consensus seems to be that aliens actually invented martial arts and taught it to humans back in Asia and whatnot. Now, most people aren't aware of this fact, but the name Jiu-Jitsu literally translates to art of the fighting lizard.
Right from the beginning, as we see Nada walking around Los Angeles with his backpack, the movie sets a particular mood. Something is not quite right. There is a sense of impending doom in the air. Poverty is rampant, helicopters fly all around the city, and street preachers speak of soulless beings that rule the world.
They have taken the hearts and minds of our leaders. They have recruited the rich and the powerful, and they have blinded us to the truth. Our human spirit is corrupted. Why do we worship greed? Because outside the limit of our sight, feeding off us, perched on top of us from birth to death, are our owners. Our owners. They have us. They control us. They are our masters. Wake up. They're all about you, all around you.
Is the preacher's description of the masters applicable to the Illuminati? As we follow Nada's aimless drifting across the city, the camera often focuses on people gazing blankly at television screens, mindlessly absorbing the feeble messages it communicates. Regular Joes appear to truly enjoy their television shows, until an obscure organization hacks the airwaves to broadcast subversive messages about the hidden rulers of the world.
Natural looking, easy to apply nails, pre-colored in 7 luscious hues. Just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second time night that asshole's cut in.
movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through...
It's giving me a headache.
Yeah, tell me about it. Must took the hackers months to figure out how to do this.
The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
The average Joes who watch this pirated TV broadcast all get a massive headache. The raw truth is indeed too much for most people to bear. One such viewer switches the channel after telling the guy on TV,
"Blow it out your ass."
Just like today, most people do not want to hear about this kind of stuff. They just want to go back to playing on their phone or mindlessly viewing television. Nada realizes that the street preacher and the man on television are connected through a local church. When he sneaks into the church, he discovers that it's actually the headquarters of an underground organization. On a wall inside the church is written, "They live, we sleep," a phrase that describes the fundamental difference between the elite and the masses. Those in power know the truth about the world and possess the means and power to truly live. The rest of the population is sedated, dumbed down, and manipulated into a zombie-like state in order for it to be easily manageable. Nada learns that the rebellious organization is attempting to recruit people to take down the rulers. However, a few days later, Nada sees just what happens to those who plot against those in power. Helicopters, bulldozers, and police in full riot gear raid the place, destroy everything, and arrest the members of the underground organization. That is how the elite respond to contrary views. After witnessing the violent police shakedown, Nada begins to realize that something is wrong in America. The guy who believed in working hard and following the rules is starting to believe that something is completely out of place here. Determined to learn more, Nada re-enters the church and finds a few interesting things. First, "They live, we sleep" has been painted over. They don't want that message to be known. More importantly, Nada discovers a box full of sunglasses. While the sunglasses appear on the surface to be worthless, they actually provide Nada with the greatest gift of all, the truth. When he has the sunglasses on, Nada sees through the smoke and mirrors projected by advertisement and mass media. He only sees the core of their message and the only reason why they exist. No matter which magazine Nada flips open, he sees the same subliminal messages, which tells a lot about the true function of celebrity and fashion magazines. Despite the fact that they are all different, they all ultimately serve the same purpose, to reinforce messages from the elite to the masses. Nada also quickly understands the truth about money. It brings a whole new meaning to the phrase, "In God we trust." Nada's most shocking discovery concerns the people around him. Some people are not human. They are from another race that has infiltrated society. Nada realizes that they are everywhere and that they hold positions of power, like this politician giving a speech on television. When the aliens realize that Nada can see through their disguise, they immediately alert the authorities, saying,
"I've got one that can see."
Being able to see is obviously frowned upon by the aliens. They do not like to be exposed. Nada quickly becomes a social outcast and aliens start closing in on him.
I don't like this one bit.
Nada and everyone in the city are constantly monitored by flying surveillance cameras that are oddly similar to the new unmanned drones that are currently appearing around the world. Flying surveillance cameras were considered science fiction in 1988. They are now a reality. The concept of truth-seeing sunglasses is an interesting way to illustrate the importance of knowledge in one's worldview. Two people can be looking at the exact same thing, yet perceive two very different realities, depending on the level of information and awareness possessed by each person. Nada's sunglasses can therefore represent one's knowledge of the truth, which allows a clear perception of reality.